morning, everybody, and happy Mother's Day, and welcome to my Mother's Day exercises, which I do every day following my knee operation 10 days ago. And we'll have 5 minutes while we have a coffee together, and we'll chat about how we're celebrating Mother's Day in the different ways, depending on our circumstances. Anyway, the first exercise is one leg out in front and flexing the foot up and down. So I'm going to put it out in front, flex the foot up and then down for 15 seconds. And then we're going to do the other leg and 2 sets of 15 for the other leg. My other leg, of course, is the bad leg. So we'll have to see how that goes. That's 15. And again, 15 seconds. I can do this quite well. It's getting there. I do these small exercises most mornings. And I do believe that's the way and key way to get the movement completely back. It's still very stiff. That's fun. Down, next, change legs. So foot back, foot front, foot back, foot front, back and front, and back and front. And finally the last foot. Up, flex it, and down. Really good for my core if I'm sitting up straight. Really good for my tummy kept in. And my quads. So, last few, and down. For the next exercise, I'm going to do side taps, which are really good for my hips. Last year I had a lot of problems with my hips. So we'll do 15 seconds again for each leg. 1, 2, 3. Another 5 seconds. I think the dog is very interested this morning. Decided to sit beside me, change legs. Another 15 seconds. And sitting up straight, nice and straight, back straight. Getting there, nearly done. You can go slow as fast as you like on these. Right, change legs again. Another 15 seconds. And right, I'm going to keep stirring up a bit. Last 15 seconds for this one. Okay. She's watching front, she's not watching me. Right, and finish on that one. So what I like to do now is do some things for my muscles in my arms, which are really not very good. So if we hold our hands out in front, and we're going to twist it from side to side. That way and that way. And we'll do that for a minute if you can. If you can't, do stop. It's very good for your neck and twisting from side to side, because little things like even turning right and awkward turning in your car, anything to help your neck be able to turn further is better for you. Ant does normally all the talking during the videos. I'm finding out what it feels like talking and exercising at the same time. So, nearly done a minute. And that's really twisting that head round. That's good. Last 2. And stop. So these are interesting ones when we're opening jars and bottles or anything that's a screw top that's got to be started, even a bottle of wine if you want some wine. So I'm going to do, we're doing the wrist flexors. So I like to do it back first, because that gives me some good muscle clenching leading up the lower arm. So we'll do that one for 10 seconds, and then the other hand for 10 seconds. Being right-handed, that's most important for me to be able to open jars. Okay, and then we'll go back to the other hand for 10 seconds. Sitting nice and straight. And the other hand for 10 seconds. Right, now we're going to change it round a bit. I'm going to put it down in front of you. So we're going to push that way, so push against it for 10 seconds. And that's my left hand, so I'm now going to use my right hand and that way for 10 seconds. Just bending the exercises and holding your arm out straight so those muscles are being clenched. Either side. And again for this hand, your left hand or your right hand, doesn't matter. Push it back a bit, as far as you can. And your other hand for another 10 seconds. And then we'll stop there. Now this exercise has been particularly given to me by the hospital before I left to really help my left knee. So we push it, I'm sitting more towards the edge of the chair, so putting your leg out in front, and then see if you can put your leg right back behind your chair. So we'll do 20 of those, or for 20 seconds. Can't quite do 1 second, but maybe 1 every 2. And then we'll do 20 seconds with the other leg. So we've gone to sleep next door to me now. Got a bit bored. Right. And then lastly with the other leg. So we're going out to front and back. Front and back. It's just so much easier if you're on the edge of the chair to get your leg further back. Which again is exercising your hip in a different way. But the knee joint is obviously getting the most from this. And last few on this one, we'll just do 10 seconds on this leg and 10 on the other. And then we've come to the end of our exercises and we'll soon be on to our coffee break, where we're going to talk about how we celebrate Mother's Day these days. It changes, doesn't it? From when you are a child to when you are perhaps become a mother, and then your children bring home a card, and then even they become mothers. Last few exercise. So we'll do that, and I'm actually going to be celebrating on Mother's Day. I normally think about my own mother because she was a bit shortchanged in the amount of years she lived, and I think that was unfortunate for her, but she was a lovely lady and I was lucky. Anyway, so I think I'll close those exercises there, and thanks for joining me, and I'm just going to go and get my cup of coffee. I'll be back in 2 minutes. If you'd like to get your own cup of coffee and join me, I'd love to see you there. See you in a minute. Hi, a warm welcome back to what was meant to be our coffee break this morning after our exercises, which has now turned into our tea break. Just a slight technical hitch, and here we are anyway. But what I wanted to say that is, however or wherever you spend Mother's Day, it's a special time to remember all our mothers. We've all got them, and they've all been very special people, and without them, we wouldn't be here. Sadly, I lost mine when she was 47. I was only 24, and I relish and have been so appreciative of all the years that I've lived since I was 47. It's a great thing today that families can keep in touch by FaceTime or similar. Miles don't shrink the love. So here's to our mothers, those that are still with us, and those that we carry in our hearts. Happy Mother's Day, and thank you for joining us. Please could you click here to watch our surgery knee recovery videos? Because in order to grow our channel, we aim to introduce a private community, which we can only start when we get 500 subscribers. Please let me know in the comments if you may be interested. And lastly, to subscribe, which would be great, is totally free. No personal details are required, and it will help us grow our channel. Thank you very much, and have a great Mother's Day. Bye.